Take a look at this. This is street luge. It is a sport that is clearly not for the faint of heart. When you're traveling at 400,000 miles per hour down the streets of San Cabo, that's what it's going to look like for you.
Oh,
David Dean knows what it looks like firsthand from that perspective.
He is the two-time world champion of street luge. He's from right here in Ohio, known for its hills. And David's with us here today. Hi.
Hi, good
We're
morning.
so glad you're standing upright and you don't appear to have any broken bones and everything's good.
I'm so happy to be here.
Good.
So world champions twice.
Yes.
You just came back from South Africa for that.
Yeah, we have competitions all over the world. This year, the world champion was decided based on points. You go to a series of races at the end of the year. The points total champion wins the worlds, and the last race was in South Africa this year. So.
And that is this enormous cup over here. Is that this one?
That would be from Brazil.
That's from Brazil.
Yeah. So we brought that back
Well,
with us.
Brazil knows how to do a trophy.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
All right, let's start. So, were you just a kid that was a crazy maniac on the sledding hills? How did you get into this?
No, it's back in the 90s. The X Games was gaining popularity and it was really big. Street luge was the premier sport in it. I thought it was a cool sport. They had a race actually here in southern Ohio. Believe it or not, I know we're not known for our hills, but it was an X Games qualifying race and it was open to amateurs. So I entered the race and did extremely well there and continued racing after that and slowly built it up to, to what I'm doing now professionally.
So this is literally, it's kind of like a gigantic skateboard that you're flying down the street. How fast?
A typical race is anywhere between 70, 75 miles an hour.
75 miles an hour.
There's a couple that are slower, there's some that are faster.
So, which way are you laying? Your head's up here?
Laying with the head back here.
Head back there.
Handlebars and your feet hang off the end, similar to an ice luge.
Sean,
you
jump
don't
in
have
there.
Foot pegs.
Really?
I'll give you a push.
Well, I don't know. We'll get a
Maybe,
shot.
maybe not in a dress.
The crew
All
will
right.
get a shot from that angle.
So I don't know if I can even get in here. All right,
right.
so we are here.
Oop.
Oh, we're moving. Now what?
Lay down
Feet hanging off the end.
Feet hanging off the end.
and
Yep.
head back.
Okay.
Lay down, head back. And you just hold on really,
Stuff.
really tight.
Here we
Okay.
go. Okay. Ooh, hang on really, really tight.
That's all there is to it.
There it is.
I think you found a new outlet, buddy. Now go try it. We'll see.
How do I steer?
Unbelievable. So what speed
Coming
you said
back.
you can get up to 70 miles an hour?
Yeah, with the race that we had here in southern Ohio, the one that I started off as an amateur, the top speed 75 miles an hour.
That's crazy. What's the worst accident you've had?
I was in Sweden and went off the side of the road and there was a slight, a little bit of a hill, a cliff. And I went off and landed on my feet and broke my legs.
Oh.
So there's
Both legs?
fractured one, broke the other.
Oh,
So there's been some bad accidents, but I mean, if any extreme sport, there's going to be, but for the most part, it's relatively safe. I went through the whole season this year with no major injuries.
Problems? That's
Does,
great.
I mean, at 70 miles, I mean, this is like a heavy leather kind of suit. At 70 miles an hour, does that help?
It does. The suit's custom fitted to each athlete. They're fitted, based on your size, your weight, so it doesn't rub, turn, or kind of come off you. You can slide on the suit at 70 and it'll protect your skin pretty good.
So is there prize money involved? We see obviously you've got some hardware there. You said you are a professional now, so you can actually make a living doing this.
We get some good prize money.
Yeah.
There are some athletes that are making a living where this is their only job. However, it's very hard to get sponsorship because it's not a big mainstream sport. So a lot of the guys are privateers where they're funding their own racing season. It can be a little difficult. I have a full-time career here in Columbus that I love. So I have
What
to
do you
balance
do?
my work career. I'm in marketing.
Oh, okay, great.
So I have to balance my work career with my
Sure.
professional racing career, and it gets difficult sometimes.
How do you train for something like this? I mean, it's not like you just throw this out on Olentangy River Road and say, I'm going to try this.
I work on a lot of form on the couch, a pillow, and a TV remote.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
At the races, they're typically 3 to 5 days long, where we have 3 or 4 days of practice, qualifying, and then go into racing. So we have plenty of time to kind of build up practice on each individual hill and each track, which helps a lot. When you're racing full time, you're at a race almost every weekend, so it makes it easy to get in a lot of ride time.
Is there a track here in Ohio where you can try, where somebody can try to do this?
They do have a race in Ohio, but it's a professional and semi-pro race now.
Okay.
To be able to try it, it's really hard to get into. There's not a whole lot of racers, especially in the Central Ohio area. Most of the guys that have gotten into it have had a local race near them that they've entered in as an amateur and kind of built up some experience. The race in Southern Ohio that's put on, it's in Bainbridge, Ohio. They do have an amateur. They do have an amateur section, so people could come down and join. Okay. They could check out the International Downhill Federation website. internationaldownhillfederation.org, and it has all the information on safety gear and how to enter and how to get involved.
That's awesome. So right now, two-time champ. So what's next?
Oh, I think I got to find a sponsor to go racing again this year. If I can find a good sponsor, give it another shot for the year. I never thought I'd be able to win last year, so I'm excited to bring that title back to Columbus and maybe be able to do it again.
We'll sponsor you.
Congratulations.
This would be great.
Congratulations.
Congrats. Yeah, really wonderful. Wow.
Awesome.
Scary. Really scary.